Can we have the lights on? My lovely children, anybody who tells you that saving the planet or saving wildlife is not a life or death matter, don't believe them. It's not a life or death matter for that tiger. And I love the tiger, but that's not the reason I am asking you now to help me to save the tiger. Before Hinduism, before Christianity, before Islam, before any of the organized religions, in this subcontinent, for instance, you could not go to the source of any river without finding a temple there. It was a collection of stones. It was not a temple that we know now. They worshipped the sources of water as the source of life. Today, I am speaking to you not as the editor of Sanctuary magazine, not as some expert. I am speaking to you as somebody, a scout, who climbed up a tree, went to the top branch, looked away and said, "Hey, what? Look, all of us are busy. All of you are busy. It's really tough. Either you've got exams to do, or you've got problems to have, or somebody in the house is sick, or there's something is happening. And all of us can't be scouts. In a population of 1 million, 20, 30, 40 people are scouts. This does not make me better. This does not make me more clever. It just makes me, it puts me in a particular place at a particular time. I saw a particular thing and I'm sharing it with you. The solutions are with you, sir. Welker sir, Ranganathan sir, the solutions are not with us. Do not believe that the environmental voices can solve the problems of India. They cannot. The same people causing the destruction now are the people which will have to solve the problem. But if you have a bus driver who is taking you off the edge of the cliff and you are telling him, look, there's an edge over there, so that is what your job is. And there is no such thing called a V-turn, it's a U-turn. If you're going on a highway at 130 kilometers an hour and somebody says, "Hey, we wanted to go to Andheri, you're going to Kolaba," and you start pushing the brake down, gaadi rudak jayegi. You'll wait a little, you'll look a little. But now क्या हो रहा है Welker साहब कि जब हम कह रहे हैं जरा रोको, ब्रेक को जरा हाथ लगाओ, अरे यू आर impeding progress, अरे पीछे देखो तो सही, जब जाओगे तो पीछे से कोई गाड़ी तो नहीं, अरे why are you looking backward to forward? So you understand this. All the wisdom of this country, all the values that you were given. You are a first world nation. America is a third world nation. They don't know how to live in this world today. All your virasat, all your sanskruti, all that has been given to you is an attitude. I'm telling you, you go to a restaurant tomorrow and you find a rat and the darwan does not still hit the rack, वो ठक 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 करके उसको बोलेगा थोड़ा हटो यार. You know, in America if a wolf just steps across the line, अभी wolf को किसी ने ये नहीं बताया under section so and so, subsection so and so, you can't come here, थार करके shoot कर दिया. इस देश में ऐसा नहीं है. Don't forget it. That is your heart, that is your soul, that is your salvation tomorrow. All the learning that you will do, just understand one thing, don't forget who you are and don't forget your dependence upon nature. Because when I say it's the ecology stupid, it's like this. To push the GDP up, just a blip, just a minor thing so that my record is right. It's not just politicians. It's the CEOs of companies. If they don't get their next quarter profit up, sacked, out. Everything, it's not just short term, it is immediate now. But nature doesn't work on those lines. Nature has its own waves. The waves won't come faster and slower unless the wind is pushing it. And right now, I have a touch of panic in me because I am 66 years old. I have seen what has happened. I was there when Project Tiger was declared. In 1973, we had 300,000 square kilometers of land on which you could have seen a pug mark. Today, Ranganathan sir, it is 148,000 square kilometers. So half of all tiger habitats have been wiped out. All the carbon that was in there has gone in the atmosphere. Now we have got some pockets disconnected, which we are trying to connect. And अपने देश में ज्यादातर तो हम दही खाते हैं, तो दूध बना के हम कुछ जामुन डाल के कुछ दही बनाते हैं ना घर में। अभी तक फिर भी आ गया है कि नेस्लेस का ये वो खरीदो, लेकिन वी स्टिल मेक दही आवरसेल्व्स। लेकिन दही जमाने के लिए जामुन तो चाहिए ना। हमारे जंगल जो है वो जामुन है। अगर उन जामुन का भी लस्सी बनाना चाहते हो आज, तो नहीं चलेगी, कल दही नहीं रहेगी, जमेगी नहीं। यू नो, इट्स सिंपल। एंड all this I'm telling you, my bachas, my beautiful, wonderful bachas, do you think by nature I can tell you this? I am a good guy, yaar. I really am a good guy. But don't trust that I'm a good guy. You verify what I say. Be convinced of what I say. Don't just say, "Kya hai, acha bana raha hai, kali t-shirt bana raha hai. Must be good guy, yaar. Sanctuary magazine achhi hai." No, you verify it. Be internally convinced. Do not act because I am telling you to act. You decide. A tree is composed of 50% by weight, dry weight carbon. It cannot take this carbon from the ground. Your science teachers will tell you it has to take this from the atmosphere. It will take nitrogen and nutrients and all this from the ground. It will take sunlight and it will make body mass. If you take this machine which is taking carbon down and you destroy it, then you take 500 million year old sunlight which created, what is fossil fuel? Fossil fuel is dead plants and animals, nothing more. The high calorific content of the carbon is down there, तो उसको माचिस जलाओ तो भर्र करके जलती है। क्या बात है यार, सब कुछ हो सकता है उसमें से। अच्छा, करते जाओ करते जाओ। It's like any ordinary drunk, alcoholic. Drinking, अरे यार, no problem. Smoking, no problem, I'm fine. Then suddenly you find a problem somewhere. You find कि भाई I can't digest any food. Doctor, you go and he says, look, you're getting close to cirrhosis now. He comes back and tells his wife, I'm now reformed. I am not going to drink whiskey anymore. I'll drink rum. Won't work. Gas, they want to take gas out, saying the reserves are so much. If you start fracking and taking gas out, you are destroying water. If you cause carbon to go up in the atmosphere and change the climate, your attack is on available water. Too much, too little. Too early, too late. Wrong geography. It will rain like hell in the suburbs. It won't rain over here because the atmosphere is being, it's like if you can lift 20 kilos and somebody puts 55 kilos on your head, your knees will buckle. I'm saying to you, you live in such a beautiful planet. Now all this misery I've told you, sir, Gandbala I've been talking to you about ki ye hoga, wo hoga, but in truth, how many of you must have got, somebody must still have a hurt somewhere, a little scab, a little wound, something. How does this magic take place that one cell meets with the other cell and it repairs itself and suddenly the skin is the same? Nature is identical. As I am destroying this forest over here, a butterfly has come, planted a new seed. One bird came, dropped a piece of shit with lovely fertilizer over there, new seed. As I am destroying, nature is repairing. It's a self-repairing machine. You don't have to do anything. I tell all my bacha parties, you don't have to go out and plant. Yes, in the city you might need to, because now you're not going to have all these so many pollinators and seed dispersers. But the forest, leave it alone, it will come back. That is what Project Tiger did. And let's talk about the economy a little bit. When the tsunami hit, and super cyclones when they hit, they couldn't be avoided, huh? Because you're a wonderful guy, you save tigers, you won't avoid a tsunami. But behind the wall of mangroves, there was less death and destruction than where the mangroves were removed. If you went and saw, if you just did a plot and see how many people died where there were no mangroves, how many people died where there were mangroves, you will understand that there is a certain protective design in nature. This is not only for the ocean, this is for the land. If you urinate into one small tin, then you heat it, let it evaporate and come back down, you can drink that water because from a liquid state to a gaseous state back to liquid, it's pure. If this is not magic, what is magic? I can take rabbits out of a hat, but that's no magic compared to this. The whole universe, the whole planet is conspiring to give you life. Why would you destroy that which gives you life? Earlier today you said, who will destroy their mother? Who will hurt their mother? I'll say to you, what is my mother? My mother is nothing but a set of molecules that I was given with, and I came and she has gone, but I'm still learning from her and I still respect her. But what are we doing? Are we respecting? Look at the economics of this now. If the climate were a bank, we would have already cured the problem. We'd have bailed it out. We'd have caused it a problem because the economist knows how to measure. करके इतना cement किया, उतना the cost is the same. This wall has cost us so much money. But when you have the Sundarbans, 10,000 square kilometers of a forest, which was not planted by any human being, it was just done by nature, we value it at precisely zero. Though it gives us fish, it protects us from cyclones. If we had to build a wall that big to protect Calcutta from cyclones, it would be worth, possibly cost $17-20 billion, and even that would be a useless wall because it could not feed. I have not yet seen a cement wall that can feed you. But my forests can feed you. My rivers can feed you. My grasslands can feed you. Everything in nature is designed on the basis of its utility and its function. All the rough edges have been removed. Not all, most of them enough for us to live. And right now, the only thing I can say to you is, if you want to see where you are going today, tomorrow you will be, ye chabi mein de deta hu, you run this country. Let me tell you this, here is what you are going to have to do. You are going to have to learn to live with a disobedient monsoon. You are going to have to learn to live with Punjab, Haryana and Western UP, whose lands are so salinized now that unless I, like a drug, like heroin, I have to put in fertilizer, I have to put in pesticide, I have to take, unless I do that you can't grow food. I can grow food on the stage here if I use enough energy. I can make a greenhouse, I can grow everything from avocados to rice to, you tell me. But is that what you want to do? You are going to be faced in a situation where you can't take coal out. America went and bombed Iraq. For what reason? We'll talk all about the politics of it later, but it was oil. The whole thing was for oil, for energy. Now the point is for India, please accept one thing, that you are gifted with the right attitude. You are gifted still with a subcontinent in which we still dahi banane ke liye jamun, wo jamun hai. We can still do it. Maharashtra, I bless Maharashtra for one thing. The Chief Minister, the Forest Secretary has managed to keep a certain part of the tiger forests alive, and those tiger forests are raising the water table, and those forests are expanding, and we were creating those natural barriers that will help you tomorrow to be able to live. If what I see happening now, I wrote, the cover story of Sanctuary was, Narendra Modi's development plan, will it hang India's wildlife? And a lot of people, the polarity with Narendra Modi was Hindu, Muslim, this, that, all those things are real. Huh? But without taking any positions, my point is I am absolutely agnostic about politics. I have no politics. My religion, my politics, my everything, you can call me a pagan if you like. I believe that nature will protect you. If nature doesn't protect you, trust me, nobody can. Not the President of the United States, not your mom, not your dad, nobody can if nature goes wrong. And I am saying to you, we are lucky that nature has not completely abandoned us yet. लेकिन आज के दिन में अगर आप ICU में जाओगे तो आप देखोगे कि डॉक्टर उस पेशेंट को वेट्स नहीं करवा रहा है, पुशअप्स नहीं करवा रहा है, बोल रहे रेस्ट करो बच्चा थोड़ा सा. But we are in intensive conservation units, our sanctuaries, national parks are ICUs. लेकिन उसको बोल रहे अरे यार थोड़ा और भी दे दो ना, थोड़ा कोयला चाहिए, थोड़ी लिग्नाइट चाहिए, थोड़ा यूरेनियम चाहिए, तो एक रोड बना देते हैं. ये we can't refashion the world, it will not listen to us. देवान साहब ऐसा है कि कुदरत ने, बिट्टू सहगल तो लिख देता है, एडिटर है, ओपिनियंस तो एडिटर के होते ही होते हैं, जजमेंट्स भी देते हैं कोर्ट के जजेस. कुदरत कोई जजमेंट नहीं देती है. कोई good report, bad report नहीं देती है. Nature is only going to give you consequences. No judgments, only consequences. And the way I see it is, the economy is a subset of nature. Nature is not a subset of the economy. Anybody who believes that I can continue to push the GDP up is doing something that many अमीर बाप के अमीर बेटे बेटियां यही करते रहे कि जो मेरे बाप ने इतनी जायदाद दी थी, गोल्ड, डायमंड्स, ज्वेल्स, वो बेचते जाओ, क्लब में जाओ, गाड़ी खरीदो, ये करो. We are selling the family silver. We are not. The Indian economy has never been in a greater danger than it is today because we are threatening the water supply that will be the basis of all industry. Here is what should never be a clash but is going to become a clash. Here is the plan for India today, seeded by Dr. Manmohan Singh and will be continued by Narendra Modi unless the younger voices come up. There are 450,000 crore rupees are being invested in dams in the Himalaya based on 1972 to 1982 river flow data, which are based on ice that has not yet melted as much. Today those readings are down, but those cost benefits have not been built into the new rationale. So we are investing 450,000 crore rupees of hard-earned taxpayer money or borrowed from the World Bank into sick assets which are sick before they have started, because it's not going to have the water. If it has water, it will be too much water, you'll have to open the gates. Or it's too little water, it's too low, कोई बात नहीं, drought है. और अपने देश में all the virasat I was talking to you about, all the attitudes are being taken advantage of by a small coterie of people who believe they have become the gods that they invented. And they say, based on what the public says, ऊपर वाले की देन है, उसकी मर्जी है. अभी बारिश आई, मेरे बच्चे बह गए, मेरी. On that basis, it won't work. Your job is not to fight, your job is to remind. Here is the blueprint which I think we can give, an economic blueprint for our country. We are one of the world's largest large dam builders. Restore the catchments, improve the lean season flows, improve transmission efficiency, retrofit the turbines, repair and maintain and use efficiency in a manner that you can. Use non-conventional energy the best way that you can. Keep oil, coal, gas for those things which you can't do through wind, solar, hydro, and all our existing dams are fantastic assets that you will need tomorrow. But if you destroy the catchment, which is being done to take coal out, then the mud will slide with the monsoons into the reservoir, your reservoirs will be full, you won't be able to generate power tomorrow. If you don't use anything well, it will abandon you tomorrow. Think about one last thing and then I will end my part of it. I don't know if we have time. I think we've extended our time, but
we can go on.
Okay, I would put it to you like this, that if you young kids now keep silent, then you have to remember that you are collaborators. You are not just observers, you are collaborators. If you see something wrong being done on the road, somebody hitting a woman or somebody hitting an old man or somebody not picking up a person, and you just pass by, mujhe der ho rahi hai, you're not doing the right thing. At this point, your country needs you more than you ever thought. When we gained our independence, the British left behind the tools of colonization. They never came here to say, "Arey Baba, bahut beta, pyara beta." They came to take our trees away. They took the timber, built their armadas. Those armadas were used to go and capture lands elsewhere. You have to rebuild your nation back. If you lived in the Maldives, then you would have got a simple message from the Prime Minister of Australia. Hey, why are you guys making such a noise about climate change? How many of you are there? 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs? Come and live in Australia, yeah, no problem. Nobody is going to tell that to India. You guys, 1.3 billion, come to Australia. Nobody is going to do that. Jio maro sab yahan. So, I'm telling you this. You still